Good morning, folks. How are we doing on this fine Saturday morning? Saturday the 14th of Feb. Happy Valentine's Day. Also, happy Ladentine's Day. Couple of things in this vid. Couple of things. First of all, I thought we'd give you a book update. But the second one is much bigger because, my word, did not expect this. Did not expect this one bit. But let's I've actually completed a couple of teams. I mean, Birmingham's getting pretty close. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably the best I can get it with my rather crude setup I got in the gaff. Birmingham's pretty much done. I'm just going to flick through now because I've completed a few teams. But I thought I'd give you the highlights. Derby's pretty close. Few missing. But getting there. Just about getting there, aren't we? Of course. Sorry, I've just absolutely accidentally pressed my computer Spotify with the book. I just hit play by accident. That was not planned. That was not planned one bit. Like, that's a blooper. I've had many bloopers on this channel. For those who were in the dark days and who watched the original vids, every vid was basically a blooper in its own right. But that was over 10 years ago now, and as you can see, I'm a different beast nowadays. Different beast. Still the same old plonker, but just imagine a Pokemon that's evolved a little bit, and by that it's the worst evolution in the world because it's only changed a slight bit. But yeah, I'll stop talking shit. I'll go through a couple of we'll do the specials as well, just to give you an update on them. This is how the elites are looking. Obviously, the man, so that'll be second in from your left or right in the red kit. We don't talk about him, but we've completed a few others on the elites pages. On elite page 1, elite page 2 is looking much healthier because we are one Sam Tickle away on the side next to my eye from completing that page of elites. They're almost there, but yeah, maybe we will complete them soon, and quite possibly in this video. You have to wait and see. Massive spoiler alert. Pompey's looking pretty good. Pompey is looking pretty good. And the one thing about these books, by the way, the binding or central stapling, whatever you want to call it, because it's definitely not binding, is it? It's just staple. It's absolutely shocking. And some of the clubs in the middle pages are coming away. They're not really clubs I care about, so I'm not too bothered. But I'll show you Preston as well, because that one's looking pretty good. We're literally Deepdale and 4 players away from completing Preston. Ben HD, are you jealous, mate? Come at me, bro. I've nearly done your boys. They're nearly done. But you guys, but Preston are a perennial championship team as well. So yeah. Let's talk about the proposed changes to the playoffs, because it's an interesting thing. I'll show you Sheffield Wednesday as well quickly. But this is what I mean. Look, it's just coming away. Look at that. But I'm gonna put the book down. It's gonna be a long video, by the way, because I'm just gonna. It's Saturday. What is it? 10:46. Saturday morning. I had a decent night's sleep. Didn't drink too much last night, so I need to let off some steam. Okay. But the playoffs. Now, the current format is obviously top 2 go up, and we'll just talk about the championship. I'm not an entire EFL channel. If you want to go watch EFL stuff, go watch Benjamin Bloom or Sam Fowler or any of the good EFL YouTubers. Like there's loads of them. Then their content's great. But let's talk about the championship because you ignore Charlie Adam, but you can see. Ignore Qatar Airways as well, because that's my other passion of mine, which most of you probably all know about. But yeah, the format for the championship. Okay, so the top 2 go up. Yes, normally parachute teams, but this season possibly won't be parachute teams. Looking at Coventry and Middlesbrough currently in the top 2. And then obviously the top, so the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, so they go into the playoff bracket. And if you're a Bristol City fan like me, you will know how painful that is. It's absolutely horrific. It's like, it's Spain without the S. It is just pain. We hold the record for the worst playoff defeat in history. That's 6-0 over 2 legs last season. And we scraped 6, so obviously a record low points total of 68. Not because we were absolutely brilliant, but because the rest of the league was quite frankly utter dog shit and we were the best of the worst. But what I will say is we were very consistent at home. That's disgusting. Why did I just do that? One of my dodgy habits. You just blank that out from your head. Yeah, we 68 points. We were the best of the worst, basically. And what was probably, so the top 4, I think it was Leeds, Burnley, Sheffield United, and Sunderland. They were just streets ahead of everyone else. And yeah, I think Sheffield United had 92 points, finished 3rd, and lost in the playoff final to Sunderland, which is like 92 points would normally get you up, but that to finish 3rd and then lose in the playoff final, I mean, they beat us 6-0 over 2 legs for nothing, obviously, but karma in the end. Well done Sunderland for sorting them out, because they needed a good pasting after they absolutely bent us over and give us a massive Yorkshire dong over 2 legs. Although let's not beat around the bush here. The Rob Dickie red card was a massive turning point, and Joe Williams did hit the bar about 5 minutes before that, when everyone sat next to me in the Dolman thought he'd scored, and we were about to go fucking mental and fall down 20 flights of steps, as the Premier League was potentially calling us. But no, we lost 6-0 in the end, so obviously not. But yeah, the current format is obviously 2 semis, and then that's over 2 legs. 3rd v 6th, 5th v 4th. Obviously the top 2 as in 3rd and 4th, play the away leg second, which gives them, so to say, a bit of an advantage, because they have the chance of getting away goals, because away goals are a thing, I think, in the playoffs. So yeah, the advantage is with them because they get the home leg second. So if there's a deficit, then the idea is they'll have a raucous crowd, a raucous atmosphere. Definitely not at Ashton Gate these days, because it's a fucking library at the moment. Section 82. The rest of us don't sing. We rely on you. Sort it out. And stop coming up with these shit songs about Sinclair's massive wang. And just come up with something original rather than something dull and boring like that. Like it's just like what? Why? Like just sing stuff we can all sing. And when I'm talking about this Bristol City demographic here, which is like, people in their mid-60s that just want a nice day out, prawn sandwich brigade, and they just want simple stuff they can clap their hands to. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If City are winning, clap your hands. No, don't do that, but you know what I mean. Like, let's come on. We need more. It's a library at the moment. Under Liam Manning, it was the most dull football ever. It was effective and we did well, but it was dull. But the atmosphere was 10 times better, and maybe that's because we were just winning. But Struber Ball is so much more exciting. The atmosphere should be better. And I've gone off on a massive tangent here, because we should be talking about the new playoff format, which all the teams are voting on. But yeah, so the current proposal, you guys know it, 4 in the playoffs, 2v2, final at Wembley, whoever wins that, biggest money spinning game in football, £200 million in the Premier League you go, and then obviously back down the next season after you get tonked every week by, the sheer power of the teams in the EPL. So yeah, but the proposal is, and all the 72 teams are voting on it, is to change the format to 6 playoff teams, which I believe is so effectively the third and fourth place team, they get a bye into what is now considered the semis of the playoffs. So they're already in the hat. But there's an extra playoff game between 4th and 8th, and have I got that right? No, between 6th and 8th. No, between 5th and 8th, sorry, and 6th and 7th. So there's almost like 3 brackets now, if you will. There's a top 2 which automatically go up. There's 3rd and 4th which are in the next leg of the playoffs and don't play this extra playoff game. And then there's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th who play each other over one leg. So 5th plays 8th, I've just said this, and 6th plays 7th over one leg. The top 2 in that bracket of 4 have home advantage in that one leg. And then whoever wins that game then plays 3rd and 4th. So the winner of the weaker tie, which would be... Actually, I don't know how it works in terms of that bracket, but the winner of those 2 singular matches will play 3rd and 4th. And I think that's back over 2 legs. And then whoever wins that obviously meets in the final at Wembley. And then you get your £200 million richest game in football. Don't mention Dean Windass, because that is painful. So yeah, but all the 72 are voting on this new bracket, and as a fan of a perennial championship club, and we've been referred to as the most dullest team in football because we've finished like mid-table for 10 consecutive seasons in a row in our home of 12th place, as we like to call it. Until last season where we finished 6th, but that was an anomaly. But to be fair, since the reset and the Nigel Pearson, we have been going upwards. And Liam Manning sort of carried that on before he jumped ship and went to Norwich. In the words of Mick McCarthy, that went well. Brought down. Wouldn't go any further at Norwich. But yeah, he's doing all right at Huddersfield now, isn't he? But yeah, my thoughts are that, to be honest, I think it's good for non-parachute teams. So as a City fan, I welcome it. But in some ways, it's kind of like, well, if you finish 8th and you're 20 points behind 3rd, and then you beat them in the playoff final somehow, that doesn't seem right to me. And also, like, if you finish 8th, you're just technically you're just going to be far worse than 3rd and 4th. So it kind of just like, I get it widens the pool, and it gives more teams an opportunity. But I'm like thinking, is it right? But I kind of welcome it because it means you can get Preston, Millwall, us, Blackburn, like, you know, the doldrums of the Championship, potentially in the playoffs, battling each other out in these extra playoff games, which will probably be an absolute defensive trench warfare horror show, and it will be an absolute snooze fest. Or it could be the opposite. It could be absolutely hammer and tongs and Millwall versus Preston going at it and red cards galore and Alex Neil punching the living Preston doctor or something. I don't know, but it could be. I welcome it, but I can see both sides of the argument. I think I wouldn't be mad if they kept it the same, but I think changing the playoffs to 6 teams rather than 4, I welcome it. It's not a bad move. I think for the vast majority of championship teams, we would like to see it. The exception being the parachute teams. But I mean, I was watching Benjamin Bloom's video the other day, and he said if you're a parachute team, are you really going to care that much about the playoffs? Because the chances are, if you've got your house in order, you're probably going to be in the top 2 anyway. So playoffs are just like, you don't really care. So I think it's going to get the vote. That would be my guess. But yeah, I suppose what I would like to see is, apparently this was the old format, and I think it's what they do in the WSL. So between the WSL and the Women's Super League and the Women's Championship. But what I would like to see is scrap the playoffs, top 2 go up, bottom 2 in the Premier League go down, and then 18th place in the Premier League plays 3rd place in the Championship at Wembley, and the winner of that obviously either goes up or stays in the Prem. That's what I would like to see. That would be awesome. Like, because that just, and then that means there's no playoffs and teams have to get their act together, and there's no like mediocre teams like us that sneaked in 24-25. But yeah, it's an interesting topic, and I've gone on about 10 minutes on that. So I'm gonna flick through. And okay, so Swansea, as much as I hate to say this, 2 players away from being finished. Mental. I don't know who they are. I could probably guess just by, I mean, they're going to be midfielders. Is Jay Fulton what? No, Jay Fulton's on the reserve list. So I don't know the Swansea squad that well because I'm a City fan, but yeah, it's 2 midfielders that we're missing. Watford's the same. 2 outfield players. Sorry, the page is falling out. And the kits and the stadium. Vicarage Road and the kits. Their sponsor is always horrific, by the way. It's just massive and superimposed over everything. West Brom, we got a few left. Wrexham, I don't want to talk about Disney FC, to be honest. We've got them Tuesday night. It is a massive game already. If we don't win that, and if Wrexham and Phil Parkinson do a number on us, I'm not saying the season's done, but it's a massive blow. We just need to put them back in their box, especially after they took Zach Viner off of us. And Zach Viner, like, don't even talk to me about his video with Wrexham, because he was literally saying in the video, I've joined this club because they're ambitious. I know, mate. We're not ambitious. Our owner is not. He doesn't want it anymore. And he comes out and says he is, but I don't know if I believe him. I don't know. And the other side of the coin is you've pumped 250 million into this football club over 25 years. That's 10 million a year. I can see why you're tired. I can see why you've had enough. So if this is the case, sell the club. Sell it. Sell it back to us, the fans. We'll take it. We'll plug together. Like, if no one wants to buy it, just fall on your sword and say, you know what? Supporters, trust, community, Bristol, have your club back. I will give you the ground and the club, and I will keep the rest of Bristol Sport and the Bears to myself, because that is my thing. Those are my toys. But yeah, it's he just wants too much. He wants too much money for us. But yeah, okay. So first club, AFC Wimbledon, done. And the funny thing is about this, and you'll see, I think I've completed 3 or 4 clubs so far. The funny thing is about this, the other club, it will make you laugh. It will make you laugh. Bolton's 1 away. We just need their star man. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. A couple of years ago, I would have said it was the winger who went to Germany, didn't he, or something like that. The really tricky, pacey winger. He was a good player. I wanted us to sign him, but we didn't. Germany got him instead. I think it was FC Pauli or something like that. Bradford a couple away. Burton a couple away. Doncaster a couple away. Exeter are done. I can confirm that from the last video. They are done. Beautiful. 1 Southwest team done. We're happy with that. Luton's one away, a couple of strikers away. And Naki Wells isn't on the list. Which I'm like, why? Why is Naki Wells not on the list? Why has he not got a sticker? That's mental. Okay, so Rotherham done as well. So they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty snazzy. Love and Life. AFC Wimbledon, Exeter and Rotherham done. Stockport were one away. So we're getting there. Wigan were one away. These League One teams are smashing through them. I'll quickly show you the Rays and EFL segments. So we've got quite a few. We're missing the number one target, the Holy Grail. We don't have him yet. We could potentially have him in this house. That was a spoiler. And Harry Kane. I would love to get Harry Kane. Like, oh yeah, obviously. And possibly Ollie Watkins as well, because he's an Exeter lad, so he's Southwest boy, so he's not a million miles from home. He's also a very good player, and I will forever remember. And there's a King Watkins sign, which is a local contractor, I think, outside of the shed. But I will forever remember his winning goal against Netherlands. Like, me and Ben literally jumped on each other when that happened. It was unbelievable. Like, I would like it. And the Jude Bellingham overhead kick as well. Like, I literally took my shirt off in the shed, and the shed is like a local sports bar where you don't kind of do that thing. No, they won't turn their nose up at it, but like taking your shirt off inside a sports bar, yeah, in the middle of rural Somerset, yeah, it's a bit whether I had 2 pitchers or not, it doesn't matter. Like, if I had 8 pints, then yeah. But it was just pure emotion. Like, overhead kick, 95th minute. Even if it's on telly, you just doesn't get much better than that. But the Watkins goal as well, unbelievable. Swivel finish, bottom corner, 90th minute. Give me some of that. Champagne on ice. So we've done Wimbledon. We've also done that bloody lot. Who is it? His name is Enkelman, isn't it, or something like that? But it was fucking horrific, wasn't it? Like, this is not America. You can't just move the Raiders from Oakland to Las Vegas. Like, you can't do that with a football club. It's fucking wrong. You cannot move they're not a franchise. They're a football club. They're community. They're people's lives. They're the working class sport that people work every week for, including myself. Get up out of bed on a Saturday, have a lovely full English breakfast, drink 10 pints, watch your team lose 5-0, go home crying and wanting to kill yourself. But it's what it's about. It's what we do. Like, it's our sport. It's our game. Do not mess with it. It's happened now. Wimbledon have got their team back, and MK Dons, they have a 30,000 seater stadium in the middle of nowhere, probably on the outskirts of Milton Keynes. I've never been, by the way, so I can't tell you what it's like. But it's probably, in one of these bloody retail parks, and about 2,000 people turn up for their games. It's just mental. Like, don't mess with the game. So yeah, that's the book. We're getting there, and the pages are falling out. I don't know what's going to happen first. I complete the book, or all the pages fall out. We're going to find out. But I'm going to tease you right now, and you're not going to like this, but this video is now nearly 25 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is just do this and say, Ben, you're a legend. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Jordan, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Who needs sponsors when you got mates like this who just, yeah, they're on the lookout for stickers for you? Like, I'm lucky. Thank you, boys. I will repay you. Don't worry. We got to win that cup game now next week or the week after. We need to win that. After last night, we need to get revenge on that team that play at Queen's. But, ladies and gentlemen, big thank you to Ben. Another box of 36. This will be a part 3 video now, because I've gone on way too long about playoffs, the book, me just ranting about things in general, and football, and MK Dons, and Steve Lansdowne, which is all I seem to talk about these days, other than racing and skills. But yeah, I will get cracking with that box. You'll see it in the vid after this. But yeah, I'll leave this here. Thank you for watching. Happy Valentine's Day, happy Ladentine's Day, happy Galentine's Day, happy Palentine's Day. Like, how many, like, whatever floats your boat, like, whatever you guys are doing today. Take your missus out, shag her on car seat and all that. Fucking hell. Just channel your inner Neil Warnock. Like, yeah. But, I love you all very much, from the bottom of my heart. If you want Cheltenham vids as well, let me know. I'll do 4 episodes. We'll go through every single day. We'll go through every single race. I'll give you my fancy. I'll give you my each way play. If you want to see that, I can get cracking recording them sort of next week, if I've got time. My knee is now pretty good. I haven't actually been back to the gym yet, because I've just been like, much as I said I was going to, I actually haven't, because exercising precaution. And as Jeffrey says, Jeff, oh, horrible nasty fall there. I think he's falling on his knee. Sore, but he's tough. I think he's okay to carry on. I will be okay to carry on. And yeah. And so must you all. We all carry on. Keep calm. Carry on. I love you all very much. See you in the next one. I'm going to get cracking into these. And you'll see it in 2 more parts to this vid. Thank you. Have a good one.